Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Hope you guys have had a great day. Hope you guys having a great day. I've had a great day at 7 o'clock p.m. I'm at work, and I want to drop you some content. I'm going to give you guys a real treat. This is a real treat. Now, when you present information, right, it's one thing to present information. It's another thing to present information and provide sources, okay? When you provide sources, there's only so much people can do. They can either not agree with it, or they could go to that source and vet that source for themselves and just deal with it. Sometimes there's information out there that I don't like, but it's sourced. I just have to deal with it. I feel like for some of people, this is going to be that thing. Now, this is what I'm about to present to you is from a congress.gov website. Okay. This is not really an opinion. This is based on information that the government has provided us, the people, or those who desire to seek the information. Okay. Thomasina E. Jordan Indian Tribes of Virginia Federal Recognition Act of 2009. You will hear some people, I'm sure you've heard some people say that black people were reclassified to Negro, okay, or American Indians who are black people were reclassified to Indians. Now, I'm not saying that's every single black person. Of course, you have to do your genealogy to figure out who you are personally. But this thing did occur, all right? This event did happen. Everybody who was black or looked black, the government literally classified all of them. I'm talking about different tribes of American Indians were all classified as one thing, Negro, taking away, stripping them of their identity, their culture, and their heritage, and more than not, what belonged to them. So this is just the beginning. The next page I'm going to show you is going to be mind-blowing. One second. Okay, family. So this is on the same website, on the same, source, the same source. This is just further down the page of the same website. Okay, so if you wanted to YouTube Virginia Bureau of Classifications in the congress.gov, you can pull this up too. If you Google that, it will come up. It will come up. I'm going to try to put the link in the description so you guys can check this out for yourselves, okay? We're going to focus on number 57. They're all numbered from 54 to, and there's more numbers. There's more, more bullet points. So there's more than this. It goes pretty far, but specifically, we're gonna focus on something here. We're gonna focus on 57. I'm gonna read some as well, some other ones as well, but predominantly what we're gonna focus on is 57 and see what it says. The Virginia Vital Statistics Bureau classed all non-reservation Indians as Negros, and it failed to see why an exception should be made for the Rappahannocks. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but that's what it says. 58. Therefore, in 1925, the Indian Rights Association took on the Rappahannock case to assist the Rappahannocks fighting for their recognition and rights as an Indian tribe. So they had to fight for this. Okay, they didn't want to be classified as Negro, so they fought against it. Unfortunately, the government has a lot of resources and more resources than you do. So a lot of times you're fighting a losing war, but the fact that you have to fight to regain what is yours is terrible. So I wanted you guys to focus on 57 because I have more slides in this. I don't want to get just caught up on this. But guys, look at this. Take you some time, pause this video, and look at all these bullet points, all these numbers. All of it has to do with reclassification. All of it does. But this is the evidence, the sourced evidence that needs to be presented, that should be presented whenever somebody questions the fact that, oh, black people weren't reclassified. You guys are always Negroes or colored or this, that, and the third. No, you show them this congress.gov website, okay? You show this to them and you tell them, look, this is what the government's telling me. Take my opinion out of it, right? Forget me. Forget what I say. Look what the government says. This is on the government website. And what a lot of things that the government does, they think that the government doesn't keep records. Our government keeps records. Not everything is lost. You just have to find the information. So, like I said, I'm going to do my best to post a link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check it out. So let's get to a couple more of these, the things I wanted to get to. So 1 second. Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Right in front of you, this is the last slide. I thought I had a couple more slides, but this is the last slide. We're going to read about this specific Virginia Indian tribe, and how, through certain circumstances, they were able to keep their identity. So, the Pamunkey Nation are one of the 11 Virginia Indian tribes recognized by the Commonwealth of Virginia. This historical tribe was a part of the Powhatan Paramountry, a turn-of-the-century Powhatan family with Virginia poses for a portrait in non-Indian dress prior to World War II. Powhatans began a community in Philadelphia, Camden area. Maintaining their native identity in part through a close network of families, they frequently intermarried with Nanticokes of Delaware and members of other tribes. So these individuals were able, as much as they could, to keep their tradition, keep their heritage and who they were. Doing it more of a grassroots way. But I'm sure, and I can only say I'm sure, that our government still qualified them and said that they were Negros, classified them as Negros. And if you think about that, this happened in Virginia. So we can only assume that this did not begin and end in Virginia. How many other places in North and South America has this happened? Have our people been reclassified as Negroes, as colored, as African Americans, quote unquote? Because unless you do your genealogy, nobody knows who they are truly, unless you've gotten, your understanding through oral traditions that have been passed down through family members and other family members. Now, I will say this. I went to my dad's funeral in 2019. Come to find out, our whole family's Choctaw. My great-great-grandfather, mother, Choctaw. All of them. So it's very interesting when you get to seeing all this information and find out all this information, and it goes against what you've learned in the American education system. Our education system has not a leg to stand on anymore. It's done. Like, it's cooked. You can't believe nothing that our education system has said. I mean, period. Not only about us, period. So you got to do your research yourself. You have to be the education system. Okay? Because unless you do your genealogy or you've got your information through oral traditions, nobody knows who they are. Okay? People can say, oh, well, you came off a slave ship from Africa, but they don't know that. That's just something that they've been told, that's been pushed in their heads and people's heads, in my head, that my ancestors came off of a boat from Africa and they weren't here. This is not our land. But we've come to understand that is just another form of mind control, trying to control the narrative. So I encourage you to do the research. I encourage you to do the work. Definitely my brothers and sisters, those who look like me, to find out who you are. Because there's a lot of people who don't look like me, who are what you call white. They know who they are. They know where they come from because they were able to preserve their lineage. They were allowed to. They were encouraged to. There was nothing going against them doing that. But with us, we had our whole government reclassifying us as Negro across the whole country. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys today. It's your favorite black guy from Nebraska. Yes, there's black people in Nebraska. Please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.